What's going on, guys? I'm Ali, and today's video we have another trade session here on Pocket Options, guys. If you haven't yet signed up on Pocket Options, the link will be in the description below. But nonetheless, guys, let's go. So as you guys can see, live account only got $5.67. In today's trade session, what I want to talk to you guys about, again, for those who haven't watched my videos, I trade on a longer time frame. I'll take 1 hour trades, 30-minute trades, 2-hour trades, 4-hour trades, so on and so forth. So I take longer time frame trades, and there's a reason, or at least my reasoning to take longer time frame trades is because here I get to see the whole entire picture. So as you guys, I'm funneling through some of my resources. For those that don't know what this is called TradingView. TradingView will also be in the link in the description below. TradingView is basically a chart application, a chart website where you can pull up multiple assets and multiple financial instruments. So this setup, guys, I'm looking at Euro USD for a sell. The reason why I'm looking for that right now is also another tool resource that I use is called Currency Strength Meter. I look at which currency is the strongest against which is the weakest. USD is stronger than Euro, so I'm looking for a buy, or excuse me, I'm looking for a sell. So right here we see some bearish momentum. This is the first 12 hours within this candle. So honestly, what I would look for is a retracement back up here somewhere before I'll take that sell on a 1 hour. Let's see if I can look at other entries. GA. What is strong? That's why I should just. So the dollar is the strongest one of them all. So let me just look at the dollar against everything else. So let's look at UCAD. So UCAD should be on the buy, right? UCAD should be on the buy. So UCAD is on the buy here. So this is a very bullish momentum candle. What I want to look at now is the 4-hour on TradingView. So I'm gonna go here on TradingView, US CAD. Let me put my indicator here, Keltner channel. Okay, cool. So here, these are 4 hours, and 4 hours here has 2 hours left. So a little over 2 hours left, 2 hours and 47 minutes. So truthfully, I would want to see what at the end of the 4 hours, what it would do. So this is another thing that I take into consideration too, guys. Before I get into trade, I like to see where the candles are going to end. I just don't, because I am taking on a bigger time frame. So let's put that into consideration, guys. When you're trading on a smaller time frame, let's say you're doing 3-minute trades and you are looking at the 1-minute time frame. As you can see here on the 1-minute time frame, no matter what your setup is, if you're looking for a buy, you have to wait a couple minutes. You have to wait a couple minutes before you get to the buy, so you can win your trade. Same thing. If you're looking for sells, you have to wait for the setup for the sell. Now, when you're waiting for the setups, look, you're starting from this candle here, this green candle, 1, 2, 3, 4. You caught this entry. It took you about 5 minutes to grab that entry. And the reason why I say that, I'll tell you even here. Let's look at this one. Let's look at another entry right here. Let's look at this entry right here. So we got, if you're gonna take it on the buy, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boom, your 5th candle. The reason why I say that, guys, is because when you're trading on a smaller time frame and you're trading smaller time intervals, to catch the trade or to get the setup that you're looking for, you can get it in minutes because you are trading in minutes. But when you are trading in hours, sometimes you may have to wait an hour for the move to happen. You got to trade in correlation. You don't have to. It's just my method of trading. I'm not here to tell anybody what they need to do. I'm not a financial advisor of any sort. But that's my thought process. If I look here on the 1 hour, look, let's look at the buys or the potential setup for buys. Broke here at the Keltner channel. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours for me to finally catch buying momentum. You know, here I think this may be it. This may be a breakout from resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you know, so there are times when it comes to moves, guys, that I don't force trades because I know, since I am looking on a bigger time frame, that the trade has to come to me. I must wait. Just like I must wait for the end of the hour to finish for me to win my trade, I must wait at the end of the 4 hour to get the setup that I am looking for, guys. That I am looking for. So let's see if I can get a setup, guys. So I'm actually going to take this on a demo real quick. I want to take this exact trade on a demo for an hour. This isn't something exactly I would want to take, but this is a setup that I can see turning bullish. So I'm gonna take it on the demo. I will come back to you guys in an hour to see where we're at on the demo. I don't want to take this on the live because this isn't exactly the setup that I am looking for. And if I'm gonna explain something to you guys, you would think that I'm gonna take my own word, right? Like why tell you guys something and don't even practice that myself? So here's another setup that I'm looking for as well. Now that I'm here with you guys, is definitely AU. So AU for a sell. So guys, if you guys notice, I look for the strongest currency pair against the weakest currency pair. If the strongest pair is second, you sell. So thus far, AU use the second pair. U is strongest, so I sell. So if the second pair is stronger, you sell. The first pair is stronger, you buy. So thus far, we looked at UCAD. The dollar is stronger, CAD is weaker. And again, this isn't to say, guys, oh, because this is this, I have to get in a trade. No, this is just prior history of what the market has told me. The market has said in whatever amount of time that this currency has been stronger. To say that this will continue the trend, we don't know. So, but I put some of these things into factor, guys. So now I'm looking at AU. I want to look at AU for setup. AU, boom, setup. This is definitely a setup that I would want to take. I'd probably want to wait for a retracement somewhere back here in this area before I take it down for a 1 hour. Me personally. So even let me highlight that somewhere here. That's the 1 hour. I would want to take it. Let's line it up. So me personally, I'll probably want to take it somewhere here. So now let's look at that, where that line is on the 1 minute. So that line is here on the 1 minute. So I would wait to potentially for the market to come back here for me to take a trade, for me to take a sell. I'm going to take a sell anyway on the demo, just so I can show you guys at the end of all this, you know, what longer time frame trades do, and why still, even taking a longer time trade, why you still have to look for solid entries. Just don't take the trade because it showed bullish momentum. Like for example here bullish momentum, but you know, the first 3 minutes no real bullish momentum. We've been down about 38 points. So I did these trades just for educational purposes only, just to show you guys my method, what it looks like if you take the trade early, what it looks like if you take the trade late, what am I looking for when I am taking the trades. Also, if you are taking lengthier trades, let's put that in consideration. Other traders who do 1 minute, 3 minute trades, their setup is going to come every couple minutes. But if you're taking hour trades, your setup is going to come every so hours. So hopefully that marinates, guys. I hope you guys appreciate this video. More videos coming to you soon. I know I didn't do no live trades here today, or at least trades on the live account. Not every single video is going to be trades. A lot of times it will be psychology. A lot of it will be, thought process and, how I think about things, guys. So if you guys have any questions on some of the things I need to go over, or you would want me to go over, feel free to reach out and leave comments down below, guys. I would greatly appreciate the feedback. Other than that, guys, thank you for taking time out to watch this video, and we'll talk soon. What's going on, guys? So I'm back now, and we is down to the last wire on these trades, guys. So we got UCAD left with a minute and change, minute and 10 and counting. And then we also have the Australian dollar with about 330 and counting. So let's just now break down the entries, guys. Let's break these down. So let's look on the 1 hour real quick. 1 hour. So when we took this trade, we took it 15 minutes within the hour. So we took it here on this bullish momentum candle, which momentum still kept driving up, guys. If I come here again and I look, the dollar is still strong. Canadian dollar is still weak. So the momentum still pushed us through for the hour. Let's look on 30 minutes. 30 minutes, same thing, still bullish momentum. Even here, if you look out on the 1 minute, I think we had a solid entry. We got it from here. So we only stayed in negatives for about 1, 2, 3, 4, about like 5 minutes. Other than that, we had nothing to worry about. So this is why I like taking longer trades. It's because even if I get the entry here and I am a couple minutes off, at least if I am right as far as the direction of the market, I have all this time to show me that my analysis is right. Again, the objective of binary option is just to win the trade, or at least to be above or below the direction you're going in 1 point. So if last trade was a buy, I bought, I was up 257 points. It doesn't matter if I'm up 1 point, 3,000 points, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to win the same amount. So some people feel like, hey, well, if that's the case, why wait so long to win the trade when I could just win the trade in a short amount of time? Again, the reason why I like that is because I don't want to say certainty, but I want to give myself the best chance to win the trade. So if that move is going to happen, cool. If I know the directions, that's where the direction is going, the direction should at least hold up at least for an hour in my analysis. If I look at candles, guys, if I look at candles from our time frames, we could see that every open and close from a candle was in different, or at least every close was at a different price point. Here the market, or here this candle open, closed, open, closed, open, closed. This is the only candle, like these two doji candles, like the only candles that the market didn't move for that hour. Everything else was kind of like a big slight difference from open to close. So if I look at these things and I'm taking a longer trade, I'm trying to put myself in the best possibility that the entry that I get, that by the time that the time is close to expiration, that the market will be further away than my actual entry, guys. So here we're coming down to the last 10 seconds of this trade. Oof, by the skin of my teeth. Well, not skin of teeth, but still 50 points. So even then, that's some of the I guess you could say risk. I don't want to say risk, but the potential when you are trading longer time frames, sometimes the market may come back to your entry price and then maybe come back up here, excuse me guys, and then do its thing. So yeah, I know that is something that I have to factor in when I trade. But the thing about that is, guys, no matter what, I feel like even when I lose trades, it's a lesson. I get to see, especially when I take these longer time frame, I get to see, okay, cool. Okay, this is the 1 hour candle. If I move this line down here, there was a lot of price action down here. Let me break this down on the 1 minute. Cool, there go that price action. So I know for my entries, when I'm trading again, when I look at this specific setup, maybe take it on a shorter time frame. Maybe not take this trade at all because it may be reaching a level of support that I needed to check prior history. Just things of that nature, guys. So even when things like this happen, it allows me to learn. I like when the market does these things, because then even when I projected that I am right, that the move is gonna last longer than an hour and keep going down, that's super easy. But when the market is ready to reverse or is going to be choppy, now that I know what that looks like, or at least a variation of what that looks like, because the market will always throw different plays at you, sometimes slow it down, sometimes speed it up, but regardless, the plays are the plays. So thank you guys for watching. I know I said a lot in these videos, but again, this is my strategy. I like taking 1 hour trades. 1 hour trades definitely work for me, and these are some of the things that I look for, guys. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is going to be in the description below. For binary, if you want my Instagram, everything is in the description below. If you guys haven't already, please leave a thumbs up on the video. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.